Hey friends, Charlie Jewett with the Renovating Retirement Podcast with another episode of Truth in a T-shirt or on a button-up, some type of a short sleeve shirt today, and still rocking the Janet Jackson headset because my wonderful microphone that I like to use, where I look like I'm interviewing nobody, still doesn't work with any of the four computers that I have. So today we're just gonna rock the Janet Jackson again. I'm not gonna sing this time though, or dance. So I'm sorry for the disappointment. Today we're going to talk about annuities. Annuities are not investments, and I see people get paralyzed and confused when they start to study annuities, not only because there's six different types, and that there's very wealthy companies and individuals trying to stop you from liking annuities by putting out articles and things like that to try to dissuade you from using annuities, but annuities are confusing if you look in the wrong place. They're very simple if you look in the right place. So today I'm going to show you an analogy, again using things that I have here in my home. I'm going to show you an analogy that's been very helpful for myself and for my clients in the last year, let's say. Okay, I have some items from my home here. I have an annuity contract with one company. It's just one of the companies I work with. I maybe have 3 clients with them because every client, every single time, I run all 80 to 200 different combinations of annuity contracts and income riders. So this is one company. They're wonderful, but this is what an annuity contract looks like. It's a contract. It just has the terms. It says, here's what we promise you. And then over here we have a gentleman in a car. And I probably need to say ahead of time, this is not to scale. Not only is the man to the car not to scale, people aren't that big, but certainly cars aren't that small and annuity contracts aren't this big. So we've got a guy in a car. So here's the question for you. Why do you buy a car? Why do most Americans own a car? Well, the reasons that I hear back are typically freedom, so I can get around without asking anybody's permission or asking anybody for help, or what else do they say? So I can get places, is a really common one. Some people with sports cars are really into cars. They say, oh, because I like to go fast, whatever it is. There's some value you find in buying a car. Well, is a car a good investment? How much is it going to appreciate every year? Well, when I ask it that way, people say, well, no, it's a terrible investment. It loses money as soon as you drive off the lot. And isn't that true? Yeah, it loses money as soon as you drive off the lot. Okay. So a car, you don't buy it because it's going to increase in value. You buy it because it has something important that it does in your life. You want what it does, which is the freedom to get anywhere you want to go anytime you want to get there. Well, an annuity is exactly the same. Why do you buy an annuity? Is it a good investment? Well, no, it's not even an investment at all. It's a purchase. You buy an annuity because you want income. You buy a car because you want to be able to get around. You buy an annuity because you want an income that shows up every single month for the rest of your life, no matter what, like a shopping spree at the end of the month, even if your account runs out of money. Well, what's the annuity going to be worth in 7 years? How's it earning interest, Charlie? Is it a wise investment? Can I compare it to the stock market? These are the questions I get. It's not an investment. It's a purchase of guaranteed income. Is it possible for this car, maybe you bought a Volkswagen Vanagon in the 70s or 80s, is it possible for a car to go up in value? It is possible. It's just very rare. Is it possible for an annuity to go up in value even though you're taking income out of it and 7 years from now it's worth more than when you bought it? Yeah, it's possible. You can have annual step-ups. You can earn market-like returns in the index crediting accounts, but it's not very common. The norm is as soon as you drive the car off the lot, it goes down in value, right? Well, as soon as you buy an annuity, it goes down in value if you sell it because there's surrender penalties. Well, some people say, well, don't buy a new car. Let's buy a used car. We can do the same thing with annuities. Don't buy the best, highest paying annuity that has, a 10 to 16 year surrender schedule. You could buy one that has a 5 to 8 year surrender schedule, and it's like a used car. It's not as good a product, but it loses less value right away, if we're going to put it that way. Okay. Well, does it cost anything to use a car? Yeah, you have to put gas in the thing and you have to pay for it to keep going. Huh, okay. Does it cost anything in the annuity to keep getting that income? Well, yeah, basically your heirs are paying right around a 1% fee behind the scenes off of the accumulation value or the account value. So yes, there's a cost coming out of this thing to pay for the gas to keep it paying you, just like there's a cost coming out of this thing for the gas to keep it driving you places. Now, what else can we look at here? So we don't know what the value is going to be in 7 years with either of them, but we can expect that they're going to be down. Is it a good death benefit planning tool? When you buy a car and drive it for 10, 15, 20 years or drive it till you die, can you leave a ton of money behind to loved ones in that value of the car? Can they just sell it like a piece of real estate and have it be appreciated? No. No, cars don't go up in value typically. It's not a great death benefit planning tool. Neither do annuities. This is for transportation. This is for income. This goes down in value when you buy it. So does this. Car's not really an investment even though you're putting money into it. Annuity is not really an investment even though you're putting money into it, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. Don't know what it's going to be worth when you die. Don't know what it's going to be worth when you die. People, same. It's exactly the same thing. You buy a car if you want to get around. You buy an annuity if you want income. If you don't buy a car because it frustrates you because it may not be worth what you want it to be worth in 7 years, you don't like that the car is not a good investment, what happens in your life is you're now completely dependent on friends and family and bus schedules and taxis to get wherever you want to go. So you choose a significant inconvenience rather than having a tool that just doesn't go up in value. What about annuities? What if you don't buy an annuity and give yourself guaranteed income? Okay, you've just added the inconvenience in your life of not ever knowing how much income is safe to take out of your accounts, knowing that if you run out of money, you also run out of income, and having to depend on the market. You depend on friends to get you around if you don't have a car and bus schedules. You depend on market returns to tell you whether you can pay your bills if you have an annuity. So people, bottom line, annuity is not a purchase. Annuity is not an investment. Annuity is a purchase. It's just like buying a car. Why do you buy a car? You buy a car because you want to drive it and go places. Why do you buy an annuity? One and only one reason: to buy an income-producing annuity. Growth annuities are different, and I'll cover those later. An income-producing annuity is not an investment. It is the purchase of a personal pension paycheck. Boom. How many P's was that? I don't know. I'll go back and count when I do the replay. Hope you enjoyed it. Charlie Jewett with Renovating Retirement on Facebook. Also on Stitcher and iTunes. You can listen to the podcast every day. If you're an iPhone user, use iTunes or use what they call the podcast app. If you're an Android user, go to the Play Store or something like that, and you download Stitcher Radio. Or you can just look on my signature. You can email me at charlie@meritplanning.com, MERIT planning.com. Charlie is CHARLIE. Charlie@meritplanning.com, and I'll email you back, and you'll see right in the signature where you can listen to it somewhere else too. So I hope you enjoy that. Truth in a T-shirt. Tell the truth, baby.